Hi, I'm James Roberton, President of Poseidon Diving Systems, Inc. in the US, and really proud today to actually announce the launch of the Poseidon 7, which is the next generation rebreather. You know, one of the things that we found over the last several years since we brought out the Poseidon Mark 6, the world's first recreational rebreather, is that we've had thousands of units out there around the world and literally tens of thousands of dive logs and interactions with thousands of Mark 6 owners. And we realized that what divers were looking for was actually the ability to have total versatility with what their rebreather could do, to be able to do a recreational dive one day and a technical dive another. And there's an interesting statistic that we had from our unit since we brought out the Mark 6 technical upgrade. 31% of our customers have bought one form of technical upgrade or another. So that says what we're really doing has been blurring the boundaries between recreational and technical diving. And that makes for a very interesting context. So let me talk to you about the 7, the next generation rebreather, and exactly what it can do. It's built on the platform of the now legendary Poseidon Mark 6, the rebreather that started the recreational rebreather revolution. So it has everything we've learned about diving from the Poseidon Mark 6, but in particular, it has 7 really key step forward, 7 benefits to the product that are pretty huge. The first and most important is the core, the brains of the unit, most frequently referred to as the E module. The core has been entirely upgraded, completely new hardware, new bus, completely new firmware as well, and this is enabling it to run 40 to 50 times faster than previously, and it gives us the opportunity to create a platform that can have literally hundreds of accessories running on it simultaneously. The processor is so powerful we could run four decompression algorithms simultaneously, cross-compare them without any take-up of space whatsoever. And that core gives a fantastic platform. We've introduced Bluetooth here as well, which means you can download your dive logs via Bluetooth to your PC or to your Mac, and your dive log download typically for an entire history of dive downloads is 1 second, which is huge. We also have an interactive improvement on the system, a dive management system that has taken the PC configuration tool and allows you to see live what the 7 is doing. So it's fantastic from a support perspective, but from a user perspective, you can download your dive logs and you can analyze them and then look into them, expand on them to see what your dive performance was like, how the rebreather was working, and so forth. It's versatile. The 7 is the world's best recreational rebreather, but it's also the world's best technical rebreather as well. And you can spec this unit to be a 130-foot no decompression recreational unit, change a couple of components, and it's a 100-meter rated technical rebreather with backup systems. So it's hugely versatile, hugely versatile. It's networked as well. And what we mean by networked is because of the Bluetooth interaction, and the dive logs will download seamlessly to your PC or Mac, the rebreather is actually connected into our network, so the dive logs will get stored in the cloud, and it enables us to open, in the case of support, we can open a VPN tunnel all the way through to a rebreather and actually help diagnose something if somebody has a field issue, so we can do live diagnosis. It's also secured. One of the things that we've worked on actually from a military project is an improvement to the mouthpiece. This is the same Poseidon mouthpiece which Paul Toomer of SSI described as God's gift to rebreather divers because it's so light and so versatile. We introduced a new locking mechanism on here, so you cannot accidentally move this out of position, which means that you've got constantly perfection in one circuit or the other. And then the final piece is the casing here, which is somewhere between, one of our customers described it as somewhere between Iron Man and Gucci, which was kind of a very big compliment for us. But this has, it's not only a highly protective cover with a great attractive look to it, it's also really practical. These rails here are 25mm rails, which are standard rails for attaching things like camera attachment, light attachments, and so forth. So you can actually rig this as a diving camera platform. Wow. Straight out of the box. And there's a built-in carry handle up here as well, where you can put a trim weight in up the top, and this is all built into the unit, and it detaches really quickly.
Great.
So with the 7, you've got everything we learned from the Mark 6 plus 7 really huge jumps forward, which make it the next generation rebreather. And a bit like when we launched the Poseidon Mark 6 5 years ago, we look at the Poseidon 7 as, again, setting the standard for what everybody will do in the future. And one day, all rebreathers will be like this too.
Great. So just real quick, this is a rebreather that somebody potentially just getting started as a rebreather diver can start with.
Absolutely.
And then go to become a,
They can do whatever, they can start as a recreational rebreather diver, just dive to 60 feet or to 130 feet, and it will completely manage their dive profile entirely recreationally. They can, if they want to progress, and we're finding, as I said, 31% of our owners have bought some form of technical upgrade. They can then progress as far as they want to, and that's a fantastic feature.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Anything else? You really covered a lot of territory for me, so I appreciate it.
Well, yeah, I mean it's a fantastic thing, and you'll be able to see the 7 in stores. There will be 7s in store in Ventura Dive and Sport, and Ocean Enterprises will have the 7 as soon as they're delivered. They'll have the 7 in the stores. They already have their orders there for it, so you'll be able to see them in those stores when you're ready.
Okay. And for more information on this, if
more information you can go to Poseidon.com. We have a full buyer's guide download which has 18 pages of all the detailed spec on here. And if you want to email me with any questions or maybe join a Poseidon Mark 6 dive one day, James@Poseidon.com. I'm based in California.
Excellent.